For 20 years, and a little bit more, this beloved RTS, a legacy in the grim darkness of the future of Warhammer. And now there's over 100 new achievements, 109 achievements, just to be precise. As of November 2025, they've all landed in Dawn of War, the definitive edition. This update 2.5.0 really has knocked it out of the park. But what's it mean? And why now? And how are players reacting to the inclusion of all these achievements? Not only for Steam, but also for good old games as well. For many years, veterans of Warhammer 40,000, Dawn of War, have been going on about the completion and what it means to complete and beat a campaign, mastering those skirmishes, maybe even conquering or achieving the heights of, stardom in multiplayer. But achievements, well, they never really were there, were they? Until now, until update 2.5.0 dropped on the 20th of November 2025. With this release of this update by Relic Entertainment, they introduced 109 Steam and Good Old Games achievements. Just install the update, achievements will be there for you to achieve. That's right, everybody. Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War achievements are now live. Not only do these achievements cover skirmish and multiplayer wins for each faction, whether it's Space Marines, Orcs, Eldar, etc., but campaign completion across the original game and all its expansions. All-out war for the base, Blood and Frost for Winter Assault, those sort of things. Either way, you got fun thematic changes. Kill 40,000 units and you get the grim darkness of the far future. Build, deploy, gather and capture objectives. You get deploy a Baneblade, gather 20,000 requisition, etc, etc, etc. But despite there being 2 decades of history here, previous playtime largely doesn't count because stat tracking had to be rebuilt by Relic. And that was noticed in the patch notes. They actually came over for it. For fans adding achievements, this feels like finally closing a gameplay loop. Many players posted on Reddit that, any previous playtime will not contribute to earning achievements. And they're like, grumble, 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 grumble. But then you get back to enjoy and play a game that you've enjoyed for over 20 years. And sometimes with new hardware, you do get that added bonus of quicker reaction speed, nicer graphics, and things have been tweaked as well around the UI. This really is a new golden purse to open. It really is. New bragging rights. I did this after 20 years. That sort of thing. So, player sentiment should be high. The reaction has been broadly positive on Steam's announcement for the patch. And the comments really included, finally, achievements, awesome. Now I can replay all the campaigns, etc, etc. This update does indeed breathe new life into that 20-year-old classic. Others highlight mod support improvements as equally important, mission editors, import, export terrain maps, etc, etc. So, how can you jump in and make the most of update 2.5.0? Well, if you haven't already got the definitive edition, get the definitive edition. Browse the achievement list, open your library, Dawn of War, Definitive Edition Achievements tab, and then inspect the 109 new achievements. Pick your path. Campaign completion achievements. If you've already beaten a campaign, replay its final mission to unlock. Sneaky. Skirmish multiplayer wins. Choose perhaps a simpler matches. Or, if you want that challenge, go for the tough ones. Prove your chops. If you were the master before, perhaps you're still the master now. And, use the updated tools if you mod or create maps. Share your progress. Post your first tier 100% completion goal. Or perhaps even a rare trophy. After these 2 decades, Dawn of War really has given us something new. Reasons to return. Other than the release of Dawn of War, Definitive Edition. The continued support by Relic Games as well. Looking at the top problems that are still there with the game on the help logs. Tweaking the UI, tweaking the graphics, tweaking the gameplay. Fixing problems that have hung around for years. The battlefield for me really still calls. I do like a bit of RTS, as you know. The Emperor still protects, so hook up those bolters, commanders, hunt out those 109 achievements for Warhammer Dawn of War Definitive Edition, and if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, because what could possibly go wrong by doing that?